Here's a summary of the issues that are out there for the extraordinary session, JR. Obviously, the vote on the tax break to save 500 Kimberly-Clark jobs. And Fitzgerald mentioned the dark store. And then you have a potential Senate vote on Assembly-passed bill guaranteeing medical coverage for pre-existing conditions. But I want to ask you this before we hear from a segment of that WisPolitics luncheon. Do you see, if Mr. Evers is elected, do you see lame duck Republicans putting limits on the next Democratic governor?
That is the entire kind of question I've had since this extraordinary session came up. One, can they find the votes after the election to the Kimberly-Clark bill? I still have my doubts in talking to people if they can. The whole theory seems to be that once the election is over, there'll be less pressure on Democrats and they may come to the table to work with Republicans. The Democratic response has been, well, if you want us to work with you, you should include us in the conversation, and they haven't. The last time I checked with Jennifer Schilling's office, they had not been asked at all for input or even how many votes do you have for this bill. So there's that problem. So I don't know. I don't know if they can get that bill done after the session or after the election is over. But if the dynamic is, if Evers wins, that changes everything. If Walker wins, Senate's in Republican hands, there's less pressure to do stuff, right? Republicans be like, well, we'll be in charge in January and do stuff later on. If Evers wins, or the Democratic Senate, or the Democrats flip the Senate, then what do you do? Because it could be your last shot for 2 years to do anything. Yeah. Then you're going to ramp up some pressure to do stuff.
Rewind, your Week in Review is sponsored by the Transportation Development Association of Wisconsin. Sharing one goal, enhancing the quality of life in Wisconsin through the development and maintenance of a strong transportation network. The Transportation Development Association of Wisconsin. It's how we get there.